Hey, it's Matthew Arthur, seasoned entrepreneur. I recently had a one-on-one call with Joel Kaplan. Joel Kaplan runs Agency Lab, which is a coaching program for digital marketing agency owners. He's grown his own agency to 7 figures plus, as well as helped other agencies grow to the same. I always like to give a disclaimer. What I say his advice is always what I interpret it as. Things could be paraphrased. So just like to say that to protect people, because sometimes people might be like, oh, Matthew said, Joel Kaplan said this, blah. So relax, this is my interpretation. So when I was speaking with Joel, I was telling him about my agency, colossal growth strategies, how we're in like the real estate niche, the problems we're facing, all this kind of stuff. And he just said, this is what I would do. He said, I would get out of the real estate niche. He said, I don't know any agency owner who actually likes the real estate niche. And I said, okay, well, we're thinking of targeting mortgage brokers as well. Is that something we should look at as well? He's like, nah. He's like, that's, the mortgage broker is a similar thing, like a sort of a solopreneur. He's like, what you want to target are like established businesses that have invested in equipment. They're further along in their business journey. They've got employees. They've got a stable business. It's just that they need help growing, like scaling to that next level. He basically mentioned you want to target companies who have the funds to go, yeah, cool. Like, we'll give this a shot. If it works, amazing. If it doesn't, okay, cool. You don't want to be targeting people who it's their last dollar, like getting a client on board who's like, oh, this better work because I've got to make my mortgage repayments. It's like, you don't really want that. At the moment, we're mostly running meta ads. We provide sales coaching, things like that. And hey, definitely going to look after our current clients working with us. There's no two ways about that. And I'll work on some sort of strategy, if you will, or some sort of standard where, hey, if you're on our commission-based program and you're making like X amount, we've made X amount from you, happy days, you can keep working with us, no stress. If you're below that, then either you've got to pay us or you can pay us a little bit less for something that's a little bit less intense. Like we don't manage all your ads and all this stuff. Maybe we provide you a bit of coaching, ad reviews, things like that. So that's something I'll be working on. And Joel also said, he said I would focus on Google reviews, Google ads, SEO, PR even, basically helping businesses improve and increase their overall online presence. And he said something like, $3,500 a month, no guarantees, month on month, something as simple as that. And when he says that, he's talking US dollars. So that might be, $5K a month or something. He was just saying as an example, like let's say this is in USD, it's $3,500 a month to us as the agency. Let's say it's $2,000 a month we incur as our operating expenses for all the work. So that leaves a margin, like a $1,500, so $1,500 net profit per month, which would be $18,000 net profit per client. Joel Kaplan's a very successful agency owner, has helped a lot of agencies scale. The answer's clear. I'm just going to take his advice and do it. So I'll definitely be making sure that we help the people working with us and make sure that's fair. We're going to look after them. To other agents and people in the real estate niche, you might want to get onto our office fast because we'll be gone soon. We'll be focusing on people who are more successful than yourself. Sorry about that, but hey, someone's got to make money and feed the kiddies, so just the way it's going to be. In all seriousness, so I probably won't totally retire the part of the business where we help newer entrepreneurs, but it'll be some sort of system where it's commercial. What do I mean by that exactly? So as an example, I've been working on some sales training content. We might do sales coaching calls maybe, or just something like you can upload your calls for feedback. I'm working on some little products there. And that was something that I started working on when we were focused on the real estate niche, and which we're going to change our strategy there. I probably will still provide that. And we might even have something along the lines of, hey, here's a low ticket offer of $200, $300, $400 a month, something like that. We'll provide you with a sales tracker. You can run your own ads or give you maybe a little course, something like this, maybe. And then what happens is that as we review calls as well, because we could potentially offer call reviews, if we start noticing, hey, so this person is doing really well on the calls, so they take on the feedback really well, they're tracking their numbers and they're getting some wins, then we might go, hey, you could be given VIP access if you want to a commission-based growth program. And that could be the filtering system. So I do like to help people who are still early on in their journey, definitely not at the expense of my bank account though. So maybe we'll do something along those lines. So that way, we're still helping people who are newer, which I personally find rewarding. However, I want to make sure that I'm working with people with this, that my business is getting a return on, and people who are actually putting in the effort. As I sort all this out, next big move for Colossal is to move into a niche that involves like established businesses with more money and offer a more standardized online presence boosting offer with no guarantees, and it's that stable income. One question I said to Joel as well was, hey, I'm doing organic content that's really targeted on the real estate niche, and his advice was all your organic content, just make it targeted towards small business in general, though, like marketing for small businesses, that kind of thing. I took that as well as the website could be just generally helping small businesses with their marketing, helping small businesses scale. But then what we can do is choose a niche to be hyper targeted in with our prospecting. So cold calling, direct messages on like LinkedIn or Instagram, even paid ads. So meta ads as an example, make ads targeted towards a certain niche. And then once you start doing well in that niche, expand from there, hop into similar niches, and essentially over time become an agency that helps small businesses. And that could even be in Australia. And I think that's really interesting, because I was thinking about this and I noticed that other successful agencies do this approach. And I think of King Kong, Sabri Subi's agency. He helps all kinds of businesses, and he's the largest agency owner, so he's clearly doing something right there. So pretty excited, going to take this new direction, do what Joel says here. He's got so much wisdom, he's got so much experience, he's seen agencies, I'm sure, go through trials and fail, agencies win. His advice is very clear, so just got to go out there and do it. Okay, bye.